So, we're going to talk right now about each song individually on No Time to Bleed. Check it the fuck out.
Lyrically, it's about a situation of two people in the mountains. Not really necessarily in the mountains, it could be anywhere, but two people and one of them getting into a situation where they had ingested too many hallucinogenic mushrooms. And it's the other person trying to snap them out of a trance, or try to snap them out of their trip that they're in at the time. And that's what Wake Up's about.
Riffage-wise, I just fucking... That was a jam. That was one of the later songs that we wrote, and we just kind of went in and pumped out a couple little parts and then put it together and just put riffage behind it. Came out pretty fucking badass and ended up being the first song on the record. Lifted. Garza was stoned and wrote this one little intro guitar part, and we're like, that's really cool.
I mean, you can do so much with it. We actually pre-productioned ourselves.
Yeah.
And just jammed it, and always were like, oh, we can do so much cool shit with that song. And
that song went through
3 or 4 different complete transformations, but still, the initial riff that Garza had made is still the key element in that song.
Yeah.
And totally just wrote it when he was stoned. And the song's called Lifted. It's not necessarily about just getting high. It's about trying to convince someone that has a intravenous drug problem to just quit using that particular type of drug and just get lifted and give up on that shit. And that's basically what the song is about. Not just smoking pot. So a lot of people think it's just about smoking weed, and it's not. But it is kind of
self-confidence. Rise yourself, son.
Smoke is self-explanatory, dude. Smoke is about just smoking, and then that's bam. It's kind of like me trying to convince someone to just smoke.
Take it, yeah. Riffage again.
Set yourself free.
Set yourself free.
Yeah.
As far as the song, that was like just another one of those. You know, we had an intro, and it's like, where are we gonna go from there, Alex? Let's get thrashy, and then it became the thrashy song, and that's what it was.
Alex really wanted to do that jump beat, and we went.
So yeah, we just tried to make it short, to the point, simple.
That song is completely to the point. It just goes.
Invisible. There was a riff that started that. Oh, riffage. Something invisible.
What was the working in that song?
I don't remember what it was. But
song's about just like basically a girl I used to know that was super, super religious, and it ruined her. And the reason she was miserable her whole life was because the fact that she believed in something completely invisible. And that's the truth. Like, she would have been so much happier if she hadn't. It was like a burden always in the back of her head that she was doing something wrong. Always a burden that she was like just doing everything was wrong because everything was like not the way God wanted it to be or some shit. And it made her miserable, and yeah, the song's about her.
I think literally when we were writing, as far as the guitar went, the reason why we wanted to do that intro was because we were like listening to Disgorge. We're like, let's write something brutal.
Yeah.
Let's write something stupidly heavy, and then that's what came out.
Fun song.
Yeah.
Different song.
It's fucking heavy. I like it.
I guess to me, No Time to Bleed is like looking at the bigger picture in life. Look at for example, like if you fall down and you scrape your knee, like there's no reason to cry over it and be like, oh, I really hurt, like blah blah blah. And there's like so much more fuck shit going on. Like just look at the bigger picture and realize how insignificant you really are, and you don't really have time to bleed or bitch if someone in your family dies or if someone kills himself. Like, who cares? Move on. Like, look at the bigger picture and how fucked everything is around you and everything is that is your life, and just look at the bigger picture. Basically, that's kind of like my thing with No Time to Bleed. Like, there's so much more going on that you don't really have time to just sit there and bitch or complain about anything. Just don't burden yourself with shit. Just live. Fuck it.
It was one of the definitely one of the songs that we just kind of went in and we're like, oh, we're gonna write a song today. Like, let's get something done. Like, let's get a whole something to listen to afterwards. And yeah, we just jammed it through. It's kind of like the unanswered of this record. Just literally
just what comes together and what goes.
Yeah, just like
beginning to end, it just plows.
Yeah, here it is.
Vocally, it was hard. It's hard as fuck to do. It's just it goes.
It's another one of those.
We've only played it once in front of people, so who knows? Suffer is because the cleansing was so blasphemous, and it's me just being just that guy that just wanted to piss religious people off, and that was kind of like my stab. The cleansing was like my stab at just pissing religious people off, and Suffer is kind of like me. There's a line in Suffer that says, "A ruthless cleansing has already begun, and it's time to move on." And that's me just being like, "Oh, it's time for me to move on. Like, I don't give a fuck about it anymore. I'm not gonna sit there and like worry myself or just keep singing about the same shit, keep writing about the same shit." Like, it's me, like, putting myself past it, and at the same time still saying that I don't give a fuck. Suffer. It means that you still mean nothing to me, because, like, you still see what you want to see, you know what I'm saying? No matter how hard I can try to call people out on it, or this or that, like, they're going to still do what they want to do, so it's just telling them, those particular people that are still not giving a fuck, that they're still believing in whatever their bullshit, it's just me telling them that just to suffer and dwell on it, and be miserable, and that it just means nothing to me now, and I've moved on. That's what Suffers. We just kept going with the ending, and like, whoa, guitar stopped and the bass stopped.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out where it was gonna go, and then and we all, with the machine, when we were writing and figuring shit out, it was just like, you know, this could totally deconstruct and just melt, like get really just different and crazy and scary. And yeah, it wasn't exactly the initial idea, but there wasn't a good ending for it, so we're just trying to think of something, and you know, what better to end this crazy song with a, you know, complete deconstruction. Oh man,
the song was massive.
The first track, you were there, and we were just jamming.
Yeah,
it was the second to last practice that we had before we left.
Yeah.
No, maybe third to last, whatever.
And
before we left to record.
You jammed for like a massive amount of time, recorded the whole thing.
Yeah, we just.
And that became the instrumental. Oh, this is our instrumental. We were showing it to people like, whoa, that's cool. It's just like
it was probably like 8.5, 9 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was just.
And we dwindled it. We cut it down to just the barest of the minimums. Like, we could do that. The original version we did with the machine was still like 8 minutes long.
Yeah. But yeah, we just literally, it came from the Deftones, man. It was the Minerva chord, and I was just hit it, and then Alex started with the snare roll, and it literally all came from just boom, one chord hit, and just went, and that's how it came out.
And just thinking about
we just
stuff.
Yeah, we just cut it up. We wanted to write a song that was totally different and totally set you in a mood, a real chill or, you know, disturbing kind of mood. Yeah, it's a reenactment of a phone call, but or a 911 call, I should say. It happened recently, I believe.
It wasn't too long ago,
Yeah,
but it was
a girl and her pet.
But still, it's pretty fucked up.
Yeah,
it sets the mood. It's good.
It's pretty fucked up.
Wasted is about being wasted.
It's about being fucked up.
Yeah, it's about being wasted and having a crazy ass realization when you're in your peaking of being wasted. And the realization is that you're completely insignificant, and that you're an embarrassment. Everything around you is an embarrassment to what molecules are, and that's it. That's what wasted is. Creation is just about protecting your kids from pedophiles and predators and shit like that, and it's entirely just about that. Like, and it's kind of it was written from like my daughter, just because. I mean, being a daddy, that's what you do. You just protect your daughter. You protect your creations. That's what the song's about.
Yeah, we were bored of it, but at the same time, it was a song that we had recorded, and we all liked it when we wrote it, for sure, and we still like it. Don't get me wrong. It's just that showing people are like, wow, that song's totally new, and it's kind of like Carlos Antagonist was just like, this is what you guys needed. This is like new Suicide Sounds. Like, this is what you guys should do, and I guess that was kind of where the initial writing of the new record came from. The real structuralization of Suicide Silence.
Yeah. Studying in serious fashion. Writing songs.
Writing the composition of songs.
It's fucked. I mean, people are the reason this world's fucked and shot and destroyed, so that song's just about us fucking with Earth, basically, once again. I mean...
Yeah, there's nothing more than you can say.
Yeah, nothing more than... I mean,
humans are the reason why we rot. Yeah. We are the reasons why we are, fucked up.
It's just us just destroying the planet, rotting her from the inside. Penetrating deeper and deeper every day. It's good.
Basically, that was just when we were writing. It was another one of those songs where it was kind of jam. It was a lot of riffage that we just packed together.
Not thrown together, but just as much as we can put into the song as possible.
Yeah, it kind of just like, oh, that riff's over. Let's go into this.
We kind of gave it more than it needed.
Yeah, and
totally gave it more than it needed.
And once you started putting like vocals over it, it was just like, if you're gonna sing over here, what's gonna be the verse? If you're gonna sing over here, what's gonna be the chorus? If you're gonna sing over here, what's gonna be this?
So we almost constructed the song. Like, the song was like a foundation, and we almost like built the house, tore down the house, and rebuilt the house just to make it kind of flow with the vocals and flow with the song.
Yeah, because initially what we had cut out was, before you were putting any lyrics or vocals over it, it was going to be the verse. The thrash was going to be the verse, and then
it ended up switching completely around.
So
the heavy parts became the
right. Yeah, we just beefed it up, and I think the shorter version definitely is.
Yeah, it's way better, way more. It has way more oomph because there's no bullshit. It's like having a steak this big and just trimming it down to the best little primest cut of deliciousness.
With a little bit of fat to keep the flavor.
You know what I'm saying?
What is it about lyrically?
Lyrically, it's about completely just disengaging from your conscious mind, and just leaving, because how shitty everything is here, and the fact that everything revolves around a machine, and that the fact that if the machine is this what do we call it? What do we call the human machine? The government, not the government. The whole system that makes everything work. If the water system didn't work, shit would shut down. If there was no shit would shut down. And it's so simple for us to just completely be worthless if that shit shuts down.
Imagine if your cell phone didn't work one day.
If
no
one's cell phone worked for just one day,
and you had to go home and call somebody,
it'd be chaotic.
That would fuck shit up.
I don't even have a fucking. It would seriously be. And it's so simple for that to happen. And so disengaging is just basically being completely shutting yourself down from everything that's your reality, and just completely leaving. And just when you die, or when this world ends, which is very soon, just be glad you knew that you were able to know what life is. You can just not exist or not see life. You know what it is. You were actually able to see it, and just completely disengage from it because you know how shitty it is here. That's Delivery.
Yeah, the song was the tentative title of the song was called Rush Delivery.
It almost was a B-side.
It was almost.
But I love it too much.
It was written in literally about a 4-hour practice when we wanted to go home and sleep so that we could fly the next day to go start recording this record. And it basically just really rushed and put together, and then we just took a little bit of time in the studio and just beefed it up, and we thought all together, and just is this cool? This is way different, but it works.
And the first line's not about doing heroin. It says, one day there will be no more pain like an opiate wonderland. It's just saying that one day you'll be free from this place that we're in, and you're not going to feel pain, you're not going to feel burden, you're not going to feel worry anymore. And that has nothing to do with any type of opiate. It's just saying that one day there will be no more pain, like an opiate wonderland. You won't feel shit just because you're not going to be here anymore. And that's something someone asked me about. But we'll get straight on right now.